Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sports Dynasty NFL. I'm Trevor, and this is Juan. How you doing today, bud?
Doing okay.
Yeah.
Ready for hopefully not as insane week as we had in week 2.
Please don't mention it, please. Oh God.
What you telling?
Yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about. Yeah, let's get to it.
Probably the laziest intro we've ever done.
I'm just ready to get this through and have a lot of fun with this. It's gonna be fun. It's a lot of fun going on right now.
I like how figure being. I respect it.
No, not even that.
Yeah, let's go straight to it since he ain't got nothing to say. We got nothing to plug, except we do have something to plug. It should come out tonight, so we should be good enough. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST, there's going to be the first basketball live stream, but not by us. We'll be spectators. Maybe I'll pop up if I feel like it. I don't know, depends on how spicy things get. But it's gonna be by Sports Dynasty NBA. Their name is going to be called Bucket Forreal. I don't know what that means. Ask them when you see it. I don't know what that means. But hey, that's the name of our live show. Go check it out. It's gonna be on the YouTube channel from here in Sports Dynasty and in Mafia Sports Report. A little partnership we got going on with them. 7 p.m. EST basketball. They're gonna be going over over and unders by win totals for the teams and other preview stuff for the NBA season coming up in a month. Actually less than a month.
About 3 weeks.
Yeah. So hence why we're starting all the stuff now. So that's going to be a weekly show every Thursday, not just the one Thursday. It's every Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. So when basketball actually starts, they're going to be actually live streaming through the first TNT games.
Okay.
That usually just around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So
really good. I like that.
Yeah, we're smart. We actually know what we're doing. So check them out. Tomorrow is gonna be the debut episode. Can't wait to see those guys support them. So if it's like I'm gonna be supporting them, you support them.
Yeah, right.
Super chats will be very welcome.
Definitely.
Now back to NFL.
Yes. So, including the debacle that was Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But, who cares? They are now will be in front of the entire United States of America as they host Thursday Night Football, and they'll play the Steelers.
I know the phone is distracting you.
Yeah, it's distracting me.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll put a sign in a minute. Well, the Browns will be favored by 4.5 as of right now, and the over and under is a measly 38.5, and I understand.
I get it. I completely get it. Despite how poorly the Pittsburgh Steelers offense had played against New England,
and the week before that,
defense is
still, and the year before that,
yes,
and the year before that,
we get it. But this defense is still pretty solid. They should be able to slow down this Browns offense, even though led.
Freaking Joe Hayden retired. Sorry, that is his last team. So
that's actually pretty cool. Actually, yeah. He is going to be honored in this game at halftime, which is good. Joe Hayden, great time.
Really
Brown.
Good corner.
Really good. Yeah, really good.
Unfortunately, he played for the Browns most of his career, so no one knows.
That's true. It's true.
Yeah, he had some bad years, but yeah.
So I'm sorry, but the way that the Browns have played poor, especially in the last 2 minutes, I do feel that Pittsburgh will slow them down and make Jacoby Brissett uncomfortable. I do feel that they're able to sustain the running game to where they're not completely killing them for 140 yards on the ground. I think they will sustain. They will keep them around 80, 85, which is in the ballpark. Which one did you want? Combined with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, I do say that Pittsburgh will find a way to win this game on a short week. I'm going with Pittsburgh to win outright on the road.
Nice. That's. Yeah, if that happens, if they hold the Browns under 100 team rushing yards, yeah, they're gonna win this game, 100%. I'm gonna go with the Browns. I think something in my stomach tells me you bet Pittsburgh if you're gonna bet this game. I would actually bet the under in 38.5 because I don't see how anybody scores 20 points. But I'm gonna go with the Browns, but I would bet Steelers under the 4.5. But I think although they may get held by like 100 rushing combined, so in Chubb, I wouldn't. If I'm a fantasy owner, I don't think I might not have Kareem Hunt and Chubb. I have to think about it at least because it's Thursdays, the magical day of Thursdays, where the inevitable happens. All the stupidity happens. The Browns do have a talented front, and this Steelers offensive line is no bueno. Myles Garrett is due to blow up at some point because he didn't do a damn thing last week against the Jets. The Jets had a great game plan against him. So he's somehow gonna gotta show up. Like, you're supposed to be the best, or if not second best defensive end in the league. One of them not playing in this game for Pittsburgh. Show up. So I think this will be the game he shows up. I also wonder, because Javen Clowney actually got dinged up against the Jets too, and he was having a pretty big impact in that game. If he plays this game healthy, then yeah, then Browns might actually cover this. But since he may be a little dinged up and it's in a short week, like you said, he may not. So maybe just Myles Garrett. I'm still gonna just trust him because the defense also needs to show that they have the capabilities of doing something, because they were more horrible than advertised in that game. Mind you, the last 2 minutes happened. But they are going against probably the worst starting quarterback in the league right now, not named Matt Ryan. So yeah, I expect the Browns to win this game if Mitchell Trubisky, but he's done it. He's done it. He's thrown 6 touchdown passes before. I don't know if you remember that. I don't know if y'all remember that. He's done it, and I believe it was on a Thursday night game. Yeah, so he has the different dimension stuff happens on Thursdays. So that's why I cannot stand betting or do anything on Thursdays. But I'm gonna go with Browns. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh to cover. I expect at least a 2 to 3 sack game on Myles Garrett's part, and Trubisky to continue to look like Trubisky, making very, very close steps for Kenny Pickett to see the field. And I believe that will happen within the next 3 weeks at this rate. So now to Sunday, which games are actually we actually care about. Let's start. Well, according to this, we got the Chiefs going visiting Indianapolis. I believe this Indianapolis is a home opener, if I'm not mistaken. Chiefs are actually favored by, according to this, 6 on the road, and the over and under, I believe, is 50 and a half.
I'm going with this.
We're gonna make this quick, aren't we? We're going to Chiefs, and I think we're both gonna have them to cover. This is one thing I will say about this though, before we continue on, is that if I almost want to say Darius, but his name is Shaquille now. I don't know when the hell that happened, but yeah, we're talking about Darius Leonard. If you hear Shaquille Leonard, that's the linebacker 53, if that's his number still. Yeah, there's the linebacker from the Colts. That's a beast. Everyone knows who that is. Darius Leonard, Shaquille Leonard. If he comes back in this game, I don't know what's up with him. I've never seen a timetable of when he's coming back because he played the last 2 games. I think this defense actually has to make use of finally slow down someone, because they didn't do that the last 2 weeks. If they slow the Chiefs down, they're still going to lose, but you're going to start to see signs of the Indianapolis defense that a lot of people thought that we're going to see with Gilmore, with DeForest Buckner, with Shaquille Barrett coming back. Things will get better for them, and they actually might hold the Chiefs to under 30. But
sounds good. Happening.
Yeah, but Chiefs are going to win this game.
When you have the worst quarterback in the league in Matt Ryan, that's probably not going to happen.
Again, smaller steps for the first coach fired to be Frank Reich. We're getting there. And a new GM. We're getting there. Whatever. The Baltimore Ravens will be visiting the New England Patriots in their home opener. The Ravens, as you see, are favored by 3, and the over and under, I want to say, is 43 and a half, and it is.
I like New England in this game.
Me too.
The defense for the last 2 games that played very, very well, and especially how the defense collapsed against Miami. I do feel that Baltimore's lack of receivers, when you have Rashard Bateman and Mark Andrews, being able to take away both of them and then force them to win the ball. I like those chances. I like those chances, honestly.
The last 2 games, at least.
Yeah.
The New England Patriots run defense has been good.
Yes.
Actually. So I don't know if that's just a makeup of who they've played, because Miami doesn't have the best run support system. And not in terms of offense system, in terms of personnel. The line is still bad and all that. So that's what I meant. Well, their system is supposed to be run heavy, but whatever. And Pittsburgh, their line is crap. So Najee just suffers, unfortunately, for him. So we're gonna have a smaller test, but if you can always notice in the last 2 games, the Baltimore rush attack has been horrid. Especially week 1 against the Jets. The Jets didn't let them run at all. But last week, if it wasn't for a 75-yard run by Lamar, their rush is disgusting again. Their running backs are very bad. So we have to look at the injury count to see when it is that J.K. Dobbins and company going to come back. We'll see. as Patriots fans, we're praying it's not this week, but we'll see. So if they keep the same core, their rush attack is not going to be existent, and they're going to rely on Lamar's passing. And Lamar's passing actually has been exceptional the last 2 weeks. But this is going to be the best defense they played, I think, by I want to say by a mile because Jets defense actually looks pretty decent.
By a pretty decent amount.
Yeah, I would say maybe a quarter mile. I won't say by a mile, but this is the best defense they're playing. That I'll say. So there's a lot of tests and a lot of things we're going to see from both sides, from Ravens side and Patriots side. The Ravens defense, although they got into a great start the following week, when you're playing against Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, after a while they just start burning your ass. I mean, Patriots don't have nothing like that, unless Aguilar wants to monster one again, like last week. But the Patriots got nothing like that, so their defense is going to have an easier time in this game. So we'll see. Let's see if their rush defense also works well. There's a lot of things that are going to be answered from both these teams. This is the third week of the season. By after week 4, we're going to start to see who's real and who's not. And by week 8 and 9 is when things will more likely be solidified. But as of right now, we're still in the testing stage. But we like New England. I think Belichick is going to have a nice game plan against Lamar, especially since the run attack from the run Baltimore offense is a little lower than standard for the last 3 years. So with that said, I like New England. Obviously, they're +3, so we'll take them. And Patriots win. Will they go over 43.5?
I'm going to say
I want to say yes too.
Yes.
Like I like a 25-20 game, something like that, or 20, something like
24-20 game, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna go over 43. Little shocker for everybody there. All right, where are you? Is this Tank Bowl game? Texans at Bears. Bears are favored by 2.5, and the over and under is 40. Yeah, this is Tank Bowl Part 1.
Yes.
What are we gonna say about this crap?
I mean, honestly, who won't be able to out shit the other?
Yeah, I know.
And I have a feel again, 2.5 Bears by 2.5.
I had the Bears winning 2 games. This is one of them, but I
don't see it happening.
I kind of like Texans too.
I'm Houston. Yes, I'm on Houston.
Yeah, I kind of like Texans. They look better. Like even though it was a monsoon, but they look better the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, especially against Denver. They actually held their own against Denver, even though inevitably the play style that Lovie Smith, tries to, have them buy into is outdated, but they still held on.
And they were at Denver, arguably, especially early season, the best home field advantage in the league. Not from the stadium, from altitude and nature standpoint, where you can barely breathe in there, and they held their own. They're going to Chicago with the team they're playing against is significantly less, talented than Denver team, even though they don't have a blinding dumbass as a coach. Yeah,
let me know for now.
That was true. Let me know for now. You're right. I think we have a very, very conservative coach. This is the battle of the conservative coaches, actually. Now that I say it, because Lovie Smith don't want to be playing to win either. But the Bears don't let Justin Fields throw more than 10 times a game for some reason.
I mean,
so
can you really blame them? Can you honestly blame them?
How is he going to win games? They got lucky because Mother Nature unleashed the monsoon on bum-ass Trey Lance. God bless him, though. Bum-ass Trey Lance. So that's how they won their only game. And then the last week, even though you can argue they got a little bit robbed because they probably could have scored that fourth and goal, they were not going to beat them anyway. They're not going to beat their father. So, no.
They're not going to beat their father.
They were a literal, crazy, unusual rainstorm away from being 0-2 like everybody predicted. But I'm going with Houston, like you said. I'm with you.
I agree with Houston.
Next, I kind of want to save that's like the game of the week. Yeah, I'm gonna save that one. We're gonna skip that one. Let's go. Oh, damn it, the next one's a good one too. Let's skip to the Bengals. Those 2 1:00 games. This is the ones. That's basically the reason why we're gonna watch football on Sundays for those 2 games. But let's go with Bengals at Jets. The Bengals in this one are favored by 5, and the over and under is 44.5.
I'm going with Cincinnati on the mere fact
because they have to do this.
They have to win. And I can't see them going 0-3. I can't.
Yeah, apparently Burrow took out all of social media trying to do the LeBron. You know when he takes all of social media in the playoffs and they're locked in. Yeah.
Well, he needs to do something because they have not played well.
Well, tell those. Well, not the 5 is more like the right side needs to get better now. What sucks is that the Jets front isn't bad.
It's not. This team isn't bad. This team isn't bad.
I won't go as far as a team.
No, I'm talking about as far as a whole, as far as where certain parts, certain position groups, they play very well. They've held their own against Baltimore. Their team, they didn't play bad against Baltimore. Not to the point where
defensively at
least they haven't played bad. So again, especially since since Cincinnati's offensive line, La'el Collins doesn't know how to block me. So imagine that very young up and coming defensive line. Who's to say? Now you got Joe Flacco coming in, for a relief again, but this is not the Cleveland Browns defense that can let him go a 60-yard pass.
This wouldn't be the first time my Bengals lost to a backward quarterback. Remember I said that last week?
Oh, of course, because
this will be, if they lose, will be the third time they lose to a backward quarterback. But I ain't going bar. I'm going to Bengals, and they're gonna cover too. Yes. I don't think they're gonna beat the crap out of them, but I think it's gonna be similar to when Ravens beat the Jets. I think it'll be like that. Like for people who like to bet real crazy stuff, check out the halftime bets or even first quarter bets and bet the under on them. I think the Bengals are gonna struggle again, and they're gonna do the nice little fourth quarter or third quarter comebacks like they used to do, and they'll beat them by like 10. Like that's my guess, like a 27-17. What the Browns should have done. I think it's gonna happen for this game, but we're still gonna be coming out of this game having a lot of questions about the Bengals. I don't think the question will be answered in this game, but I think they're gonna win because they're just more talented at this point in time, and there's no Micah Parsons or T.J. Watt in this team. So yeah. Okay, Philadelphia will be going to the Washington Commanders, and they are favored by 6.5. That's pretty big on the road against a division rival, and the over and under is 47.
I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles
too.
They've played well on the last two games. Really showed out.
I'm just trying to think if they're gonna cover that 6.5.
6.5.
It's kind of a lot on the road.
It's kind of a lot on the road, but it's the Commanders.
True.
I'm not really so fond of them, but
yeah, they've actually.
It is Carson Wentz's, chance to play against his old team.
I'm just trying to. You know what bothers me? It's because the Eagles defense literally shown two sides of a coin in the last 2 weeks. They were mostly bad against the Lions. They were just turnover happy in that game. And then they just completely destroyed Monday Night Cousins, but it was Monday Night Cousins. So I don't know which one is the true Philadelphia defense. However, they do have a corner named Darius Slay who might be able, if he's lined up on the rookie, because the rookie's been getting touchdowns like crazy. I think he has like 3 in a year already. Like if he has to put that Darius Slay on that rookie so he won't be catching those ridiculous end zone catches, maybe they could erase him and see what Carson Wentz does then. They never played before, right? Carson Wentz in Philly, or they did in Indy. No. So this is his revenge game against them. That type of stuff scares me. I know the Russell Wilson one didn't work out very well. Even we called that they were going to lose, called that we were going to be a tough game. Rather, sorry.
Yeah, because they definitely won that game.
Yeah, but I don't. Not screw. I'll go Philly too. Forget it. I just don't know if they're gonna cover. They'll do it. Forget it. Whatever. They'll win by a touchdown. Philadelphia is that hot streak team. I can't wait till after this week. So remember last year we had like 3-0 teams, and we had to see who was fake. We'll see how many of those come out of this, and we'll see who's fake and who's not. But yeah, Washington, their defense is just too bad, bro. That's the thing that bothers me. But the division games always scare me, and I'm surprised we haven't had a Ron Rivera on fire. First coach fired too, because
not yet.
He's gonna get fired this year.
Yeah, he definitely is. I think so. He's guaranteed to get fired. It's when? Who knows?
Yeah,
I think there's people first coach fired. I think he's all right for now.
I like Frank Reich.
Yes.
And speaking of first coach fired, the Saints were visiting the Carolina Panthers. Saints are favored on the road by 3, and the over and under is 40.5. I actually don't know who to pick.
I was struggling with this.
I know the score is going to be under 40, so if you're going to bet
I was struggling with this because it is an NFC South game, and they typically tend to make it pretty interesting unless you're Atlanta, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean, they made it interesting. They choked.
True. But I'm going to say the Saints. I think Jameis finds a way to rebound from his terrible second half in the game against Tampa. Baker Mayfield is not the answer for this team, and it's pretty apparent. He's just all over the place. In the Carolina, just so boring to watch. It's tough to watch, honestly. And this is not a good roster. It's not. It's not at all. And I just feel bad because it's like, what do you do
this
from here?
is tough.
But this was a tough game too. I'm gonna go to New Orleans to win on the road. They're fair by three.
Yeah.
I think that's good enough. I'll take the points too.
I'm sorry, this is so hard. How many favorites did I go with? 1, 2. I just noticed I skipped the game. That's because it's all relevant to me.
Yeah.
We'll go back to it in a minute. Oh, we picked 2 dogs. We basically had the same picks this whole time, right? We had 2 dogs. All right. Except the Thursday night game.
Yeah.
Now I go with the Saints too. My gut keeps telling me like tie, like, but I'm gonna go with the Saints. I guess they'll cover. I don't. Just going with what I said. This Panthers team is not good. Everybody talking about Baker this, Baker that. When was he ever good enough to elevate a roster? Never. This roster's bad. I don't know where all that stuff comes from. The line is bad. The defense was overrated. They're okay. They're overrated. Like, they're not a good team. Saints, though, I don't like how they look either, though. That's why I can totally see a world where I blink and the Panthers win 17-10. You know? And they can do that, but I'm sorry. I don't have a good enough football answer for you guys. I apologize, but that's the type of game this is. There's a high chance none of these teams, especially the Panthers, never going to make damn players, but the Saints probably not a playoff team anyway, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with the Saints just because why not? Let's go back to this ridiculous game. We'll go by the Raiders visiting the Tennessee Titans. Raiders are favored by 2 on the road. I don't know why. Those are pretty damn similar teams to me, but whatever. And the over and under is 45.5. I like Tennessee in this game. I don't like McDaniels what I've seen with the Raiders. I think he's like ruining Derek Carr. I'm not gonna lie, because Derek Carr ain't look like this at all last year.
This is one of the teams. It was one of the games that really had me thinking because I'm like, both these teams are bad.
Yeah,
these are 2 really bad teams. 2 0-2 teams, 2 teams that just. I think Tennessee has a lot more issues than I think. I think they have a lot more issues to concern because it's like they're in a situation where we knew it was going to come out to haunt them, and it is with paying Derrick Henry, which I think that he deserved the money, but now he's showing that hey, history tells us that when you pay a running back all that money, this happens. So we shouldn't be surprised. The Raiders, as terrible as Josh McDaniels has been the last two seasons. By the way, I told you so. But as bad as he's been the last 2 seasons, I think that they can turn around. They can turn this around today on Sunday and win this game. I'm going to Oakland. I'm going with the Raiders to win this game. They're favored by 2 points.
Yeah.
I'll take the points too.
What's gonna come down to it is Jeffrey Simmons versus that offensive line of the Raiders. If Jeffrey Simmons wins, they're going to smack up the Raiders pretty badly. That's where the X factor is. And I'm gonna trust that defensive line versus the Raiders' bad offensive line. I'm just hoping they don't overshoot and then Josh Jacobs could sneak around a 100-yard game. Because if he does that, then this game over. The Raiders can win this game. So those are 2 factors you gotta watch out for this game. It's actually tougher than I think, but I'm going to go with the home team in Tennessee. And you go with the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
Right. All right. Now we can continue on. So let's continue on with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know if people call them that. Stupid as hell to me. The Jaguars are going to Los Angeles' borrowed little. I don't know why they're in Los Angeles Stadium against the Chargers. The Chargers are favored by 7 and what is the over and under? It is 47. I'm gonna assume we're both gonna pick the Chargers in this game.
I'm picking the Chargers.
I just don't know if they're gonna cover that.
I mentioned that. I'm picking the Chargers to win this game, but I'm taking the Jaguars with the points.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jaguars win, and I think the Chargers will win this game, but I think they're gonna struggle. They're gonna struggle.
We also need to know what's up with the health of Justin Herbert. Because if he's hurt, the Jacksonville has a chance to win this game. I'm gonna go with is almost not really much of a shot because I don't think they're ready for that pass rush that the Chargers have shown. They've shown their pass rush. Getting Kalumak is worked.
It did work.
It worked. My problem with that, which I want to see if Doug Peterson can figure this out, is if wonder if they're going to use James Robinson. They're going to use their running back to go up against head to toe with this Chargers defense. I want to see if we can get some success doing that and set up Trevor Lawrence for some nice play action passes. Christian Kirk has been great these 2 weeks so far. This team kind of they're kind of gelling, and you can see the camaraderie with all of them. They kind of they like playing football again because last year not everyone, they wish they could forget. We laughed. They wish they can forget about everything that happened last year, but it looked like a complete opposite team because they have something. One of my favorite words in football. It starts with a C, and it's called culture.
Mhm.
That's being formed in Jacksonville. So things are looking like they're changing, and which might propel them to a division win. And but
by default,
yeah, it might happen. Yeah, so
by default, yeah.
So it'll come down to Justin Herbert. If Justin Herbert's healthy, they're covering to me. But if he's not, they're not going to cover. I'm still going to pick the Chargers on there just because I think the defense will be able to propel them. I like under 47 in this game too. I don't think it's going to go past that. This is supposed to be the marquee game, but I'm pretty sure this game is going to disappoint. Packers going to Buccaneers. Buccaneers favored by 1 in here, 1.5 in Bleacher. I think it's 1.5 in FanDuel as well. Over and under is 41.5.
I expect it to go over.
I expect it to go over too,
but
barely.
Not in the over. You think it's going to go over? I think it's either over, but
like it'll combine for like 45 or something. Like
I think this might
24-20.
This might be a lopsided game to me. I'm going Green Bay.
Oh, you're going Green Bay.
Go Green Bay. I don't like how Tampa has played the last 2 games. I don't like it. They have not impressed me at all.
Mm-hmm.
Now Mike Evans going now. Of course, they got other weapons there, but still, I just don't like how.
Oh, you're right. I'm going Green Bay too.
I don't like.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't like how they gelling though. So
I forgot this. Yeah, he's suspended. That's Tom Brady's favorite target by a quarter mile. I'm going with Green Bay to win this game, and it's 1,000% going to go under. It's nowhere. It's not touching. Was it 41? Is it? Yeah, it's not going to touch that. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes lower than 35. But how the hell Buccaneers going to score points? I mean, what did they even score last week? Do you remember?
They scored
20 something, right?
20 points, I think. Oh yeah, 20.
It was 20. So they basically averaged 20 points a game, a little bit lower. They had 19 the week before that.
19.5 points, yeah.
So it's insane. They barely even average 20 points a game. And this is a good Packers defense. Why I think the Packers are going to win is going to go way under 41 is because I think that Buccaneers defense is still legit, but they're going to get worn down by. I think this is the AJ Dillon game too. He's going to wear down this defense, and then the running game is going to be able to aspire. So I like a 24-10, 24-13 game, something like that. But definitely going. There's a lot of unders in this week. I hope everybody that's been looking at betting has been betting the unders in a lot of these games the last 2 weeks. That's where the money is right now. I'm just saying, look at those unders. Okay, Los Angeles Rams visiting Arizona Cardinals after an insane, no one saw coming, and you can argue fake comeback, which is why I don't like the Raiders. They allowed a guy to run around for 20 seconds and ran in for a freaking 2-point conversion. Jesus Lord, last week. Let us forget last week. The Rams are favored on the road by 3.5, and the Cardinals and Rams are supposed to be around 48.5. That's the over and under.
Vegas really doesn't like the Rams. They don't like them. 4.5 against the Cardinal team. They had to come back 17 without their best receiver. I'd like, yeah. I know it's the Raiders though, but still, they don't like the Rams. I don't blame them. I think the Rams win this game. I think that again, how poorly the Raiders played last week, when they were able to take advantage of it. I don't see that happening. I don't see lightning striking twice. I don't see Cliff Kingsbury conducting something to beat them. No, I'm going to go with the Rams to win.
If there's going to be a game where the Rams look like the Rams, will probably be this one. There's a huge problem with this team, though, is that they really can't run the football. So then when they're up big, as you saw last week against the Falcons, when you're up big, how do you protect your league if you have to keep throwing over and over again? Matthew Stafford is prone to having one of them dumb interceptions, which started to help the Falcons come back. Here, that's why the fact that they can't run the football is insanity. Lucky for them, this team, the Cardinals, have nothing on defense, so I don't know how they can be able to rush the passer. So I like the Rams to cover the points, and it was 48. I'm gonna guess it goes under that, but I wouldn't be surprised if they allow points again because these guys can't run the football, so they wind up scoring garbage time points. But if I'm betting a 3.5, no question. I like 3.5 to win the cover. Falcons at Seattle. This confuses the hell out of me that Seattle is favored in the house by 2. They did give 1 point to the Falcons because usually 3 means they're at home. But I think the Falcons are way better than Seattle, and I love Atlanta in this game. I don't love by that much. Like they'll win by like 3 points. But I love Atlanta's game. They show the offense shows me that there's something to look forward to while watching this team. I actually could watch the team. Mind you, I can't stand Mariota, and I still watch the team. I like them offense. This offense is gonna be able to move the ball on this team. It's just sorry, I didn't tell you guys the over and under. My bad. The over and under is 42. I'm gonna go. Ooh, is the Seattle offense is bad? Are they gonna go over that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
How many points they score in 2 weeks? Like
they scored
like
20. They scored 17.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they scored 3. So yeah, so they did 20 points. Yeah,
they were 7.
So
24
points
in 2 weeks. That's what I'm saying. They average 12 points per game.
No,
it's the under is safe, but I will bet Atlanta with the points.
Yes, me too.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah,
and you're going with Atlanta too.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody is. They're the better team, so believe it or not. We said it that day, especially on the preview shows, for the NFC preview show. We said it. This team is probably gonna win 5 to 7 games. They don't have the roster to win that many games, but they're gonna find a way to win that many games.
They almost beat the Rams last week.
Yeah, they almost did, and they're doing it without Kyle Pitts. They're not giving Kyle Pitts any burn, and they're still moving this ball. They need to find a way to do that. Though. That's 4 for a pick. You better figure it out. They bugging. August Smith is on. Mind you, they used them the year before, so I don't know what the hell's the thing. But they gotta use Kyle Pitts. Use Kyle Pitts. They find a way to put him in this team. They're gonna average like 20, 26 points a game. Like they need to do that. I don't know what's going on in their brain. 2 games left. I hope. I hope because I don't know if we skipped anything.
With the two 1 o'clock games.
What 2 1 o'clock? Oh, see, Trevor's here to save the show. See that? No, we remember that again.
Yeah, we'll
go through this because who cares? Well, the last one I can't wait to talk about, but because I'm actually kind of liking this Giants team a little bit. 49ers are visiting the Denver Broncos. Sunday Night Football. 49ers are favored by 1.5 with Jimmy Garoppolo going against dumbass Hackett and washed Wilson.
I'm going with the 49ers.
And the over and under, my bad, is 45.
I'm going with the 49ers.
Me too.
Because I am completely done with the Broncos.
Me too.
I'm done with them. This team is just for show. They're one of those models you see in the windows in Amsterdam. Yeah, they look good, but they look good, but do they have any quality? Do anyway? I don't see it. I don't see it there. I think they're coming.
He called them empty. I'm dead.
Yes.
And this is actually one of the teams that actually have more talent than the Broncos themselves.
Yes.
The 49ers are a better football team, straight up.
They are a better football team, especially with Jimmy G. As much as people want, how much as I bashed him over the years, especially last year, he's the better football team with them there. And you know what? Good for them. I think the 49ers come back and win this game. And to me, with Jimmy G there, it screams concern for the NFC West.
Yep, and a concern for the Broncos after going down. They're gonna be what? 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Monday. Again, I won't be watching because it's gonna bore me. I'll just watch the highlights. I'm sorry. Cowboys, Cooper Rush will be visiting the 2-0 New York Football Giants, favored by 1. Over and under is 39.
Are you serious? Okay. Giant fans not gonna like me on this one, but y'all probably one of the worst 2-0 teams in the league right now. You guys suck.
Who are you picking?
I'm picking Dallas.
You picking Dallas?
Picking Dallas.
I'm picking the Giants.
I'm picking Dallas.
3-0. 3-0. Yeah, no, y'all do suck though. Let's keep it a buck.
Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Y'all are not a good team. Y'all just happen to play against 2 teams who just happen to be worse than y'all.
And that's another one.
But I think that Dallas is, again, Dallas to me is a trap game. Even though last week we said, yo, the Giants can go 3-0.
He said a trap for this bum ass team. The Giants suck.
They're playing against Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush.
That's not a trap. They both suck almost equally.
I fine, but Cooper Rush still find a way.
Actually, I will say this. I actually think the Giants defense is decent though.
It is decent, but offensively they're shallow.
No, I know. The Daniel Jones is Daniel Jones. Let's turn over the ball. I know. Sir fumbles. I know, but
the fact that Saquon Barkley is the leading rusher in the NFL right now is crazy to me.
That's Tennessee's fault.
You're right. You know, you're right. Like my point is
$160.
My point is like y'all play against 2 really bad football teams and you're 2-0, which is great. That's fine.
At least they can beat trash. They're trash too.
I mean, Dallas.
It's just Michael Parsons is a small problem. Not small problem. He's a gigantic problem. As you saw last week, he can win a football game by himself.
Though the offensive line has improved somewhat, you're going to stop DeMarcus Parsons from going ham when he wants to. Will.
Finished with 8 sacks.
At will.
Yeah.
At will. They made Joe Burrow look like he didn't know how to throw the ball.
That's what I'm saying. Like they made Joe Burrow a running back.
Yes, they did.
That game.
Running for his life. And Cooper Rush is, whether you want to believe it or not, and people may like scientific data, but he's 2-0 as a starter.
He's 2-0. He sucks, but he's 2-0 as a
starter. And this Giant team isn't very good. I'm going Dallas for. I'm mad. I'm not even gonna call it an upset.
It's not an upset. It's the same. It's by 1. That's not an upset.
Apparently, Vegas doesn't believe in Giants neither.
Of course not.
So I'm going Dallas.
I'm going Giants.
Okay, it's cool.
I'm going Giants.
But
Danny Dimes, baby.
Danny Nichols, maybe.
Yeah. Go New York Giants.
You can't even say with a straight face.
Of course not, but I do believe that they're going to win this game, though.
You know what?
But
after y'all finish 2-0, after y'all go, y'all lose, and y'all end up losing
4-0.
After you got
4-0. Because they play the Chicago Bears next week.
They potentially go 4-0.
4-0 Giants.
This is hard.
I'm on that bandwagon. I'm jumping out after that Chicago game, though.
No, because after that spot,
they play the Packers. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is gonna whip their ass.
And after that stretch, they're gonna be back to.
They're gonna go 4-9. I know.
The New Jersey Giants.
Yes.
Let's not forget who your guys are. The New Jersey Giants.
But as of right now, they're flying high in MSG, baby. New York Giants, 4-0. I'm on your train. They got lose and make fun of you though.
Yes, you sound like an old school Knicks fan right now.
That's what I was going for. Thank you. All right, now the 2 actual marquee games of the week. We're gonna start with the Lions visiting Minnesota, even though Minnesota just got their ass handed to them. But it was Monday night, so that's a mulligan.
Yes.
We're at 1:00 now. This is where Kirk Cousins is at his strongest.
And he's at home. He's at home too.
Yep.
Plus,
he got 6, and the over and under is like 53. It's high.
I am going with Kirk Cousins in the Minnesota Vikings. It's a divisional game. They want this. They want this now because they feel like the Lions are right on their heels to really overtake them in this division. You know, as far as number 2 for the most part. But yeah, still nevertheless,
they all like the same record, right? They all 1-1.
Yeah. So again, Lions have been playing really well the last 2 games.
They average like 35 points a game. Like
yes, and Aiden Hutchinson has had a monster game. He's already has 3 sacks last week. Yeah, he might be tough.
This is a tough game. I like the Lions to cover the points. Here's the thing about this game. It's because I can't stand the Minnesota defense. I think they got lucky in week 1 because rookies want to drop touchdown passes. That's the only reason why they looked okay. But Patrick Peterson is an embarrassment. I don't know why he's in the NFL roster. And I need to see if they can stop the run because I think this is the year of DeAndre Swift. I think he's going to rush for at least 1,600 yards this year. And if he goes off in this game, I kind of don't see a world where Minnesota, not only will they not cover points, they're going to lose this game, period. I think DeAndre Swift is insane. And the thing that impressed me about Detroit is that they're doing this without their 4-2 rookie. This is without Jameson Williams. They're doing all this stuff. So imagine if he comes back and actually gets the playbook. Mm-hmm. This might become an almost juggernaut because there's no such thing as juggernaut with Jared Goff as a quarterback, but close as a juggernaut for this team. But I just said one name, and he might be the reason why the Minnesota win this game because Jared Goff on the road is funny. It's a nice comic book joke, and I don't know if he's gonna bite them in the ass. I really hope that the running backs take over this game and just minimalize the stupidity that Jared Goff is prone to doing. So I'm gonna believe in. I know, give me that face. I know. I'm believing in Dan Campbell and his game plan. And I think that DeAndre Swift is going to continue his ransacking of everyone for the last 2 weeks and continue on his path of destruction. With Minnesota, I'm going to go with Detroit to win this game. Do I feel good about it? No. Do I feel bad about it? No. I'm very indifferent because I have no fluffing ideas going to happen in this game. But there's also one thing that scares me is that Justin Jefferson didn't do anything last week, and he's going to make up for it and might get 200 yards in this game. And I'm very scared to have that.
That's exactly that's going to happen because, it's 1:00 Kirk Cousins won, and JJ has been nowhere at all. I tried to go do something, but that it didn't work.
I did not.
Yes, but who cares?
That's because of Monday Night Cousins.
Yes,
he didn't do anything.
But I had the Vikings winning this game.
This is a tough one.
It'd be one of those games where Jared Goff really shows his ass in this one, and I think it will.
I hope he doesn't show his ass. I hope this pants.
I'm going Minnesota.
Now, another marquee game of the week, the final game. Buffalo will be visiting the Miami Dolphins, who came off a ridiculous comeback. The over and under is 52.5, and Buffalo, no matter what, Vegas ain't buying it. They are favored by 6. Well, when this is a team that averages like 37 points a game, I can't understand why they think they're going to win by 6. And guess what? I agree. Buffalo. I'm going with Buffalo Bills. And they're going to whip Miami's ass and bring them down to earth.
I mean,
and remind everyone that Miami's not a juggernaut.
I mean, have you remembered the last 4 meetings? Both the Bills and the Dolphins.
Josh Allen looked like Jesus.
Yes, and I expect this to happen again.
Me too.
I mean, this Bills team is just like they completely dismantle the Rams. And they completely dismantle.
It's their pass rush.
Yes.
What the hell is Miami gonna do to this pass rush? Von Miller's like pretty much going towards 2015 version again. I know he go back in time. He found the Tom Brady serum.
Yes.
Because Tom Brady's serum looked like his serum ran out. So like I guess Von Miller took it. I don't know. But he took it in that playoff game. I don't know last year.
How very, very suspect that offensive line of the Miami Dolphins is.
Against Von Miller, Gregory Rousseau, Ed Oliver, all these ridiculous. Nobody's talking about how good Matt Milano has been, the middle linebacker for the Bills. How good he's been the last 2 games. He's been insane.
Oh God, poor Tua.
Dude, as I'm saying, it's time to go. That little fake ass 6 touchdown game he got because Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle went all for $170 plus each. He's coming back down to earth. Buffalo Bills are gonna humble those guys, and they're gonna be what was the record gonna be? 2-1, right?
2-1, yes.
Cute, but yeah, adorable. I know. I think, but again, I gave Tyreek Hill all types of props last week, and I'm gonna continue to do it because I think he's just legit. I'm tired of saying bad things behind him. I'm done. So it's not gonna be enough for the Buffalo Bills though. And again, Buffalo's still not full power because they don't have Trey White still.
We think it's back.
Yeah, I know.
Who knows?
It's insane.
Who knows?
It's insane.
That being said, we're done here.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Join the Facebook group. Get your picks in before 8 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, 20 minutes before the game, so you will be locked in for this week's NFL Pick'ems. Shout out to Juan. Our friend Juan won week 2 with a 12-4 record. Very, very well.
Yeah, I work out. The best up there.
Yes, he's now the number 1 overall leader in our state.
It's only week 2.
So all excellent, all good. Also, remember for tomorrow, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Sports Dynasty NBA via the Mafia Sports Report will be, debuting Bucket Forreal. No, if you want to see Zendaya, she will not be on this show. Hopefully, she'll watch one day.
I wonder if that's why they put that. I don't know.
Maybe. I have figured they did. Check it out for all your basketball news, basketball coverage. You're gonna love it there. It's gonna be great. Other than that, peace, love, and applesauce. Enjoy the rest of your week, and happy football.
Happy football, except Thursday. I give a